loves. Welcome to Black Queens Uncut. Grab your wine, your vape, or whatever you need to relax so we can get into some queen chat. I'm Monique Lovelace. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
What's up, guys? It's Kiki Boom Boom. What's up, guys? It's TK Trinidad. And I want to introduce this amazing guest. He is my brother from another mother. Even it's a short time together, but he's absolutely amazing, amazing spirit, amazing heart, amazing wife. Let me put that out there so ladies don't be jumping in his DMs. He is one of the hosts of WWE The Bump, and he has a billion other shows going on. He's an actor. I don't want to say he's a comedian because he is a comedian, so he's going to be doing that one day. I'm going to speak it into existence. But he is an amazing gentleman all around. Please welcome Evan T. Mack.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Oh, Kiki Boom Boom.
I'm super excited for you to be a part of our November men's edition. So, yes, this brings in all our men. Today, we're going to be talking about Black swag. Do you got swag? Do you consider that you have swag, Evan?
Man, it's crazy, man, because it's very interesting as you grow and you develop as a person, man, and you grow up. Like I grew up with my parents, we're trying to eat food. My parents they trying to put food on the table. And when you're growing up and when you're a kid like me that got picked on for not having the latest Jordans or not having the latest Nike because your parents are like trying to put food on the table, but you really don't. But kids don't care about that. All they care about is you're dressing this type of way and you're dressing this type of way. So when it came to like clothes, I was always self-conscious about that because I was like, damn, I don't have any of those shoes, man. I don't have that kind of gear. I don't have anything like that. But then you grow up, you turn into a man and you start paying bills and you start working hard and then you start trying to develop your own style and you start appreciating clothes more. You know what I mean? And you start trying to develop your own style because we all had, because I'm 36. So back in the day, you know, we're on the 4XTs and the 5XTs, you know what I mean? And sagging your pants and doing all that stuff, which to me wasn't swag though. Then as I grow up and start putting on a suit, little 3-piece suit,
you know what I mean? Swag.
Yeah, I mean, you start getting in your bag a little bit. You're like, hold on, wait a minute. So you start trying to start feeling yourself a little bit, and you just ain't dressing in white clothes because it's Sunday morning. You know what I mean? You started wearing stuff, regular clothes, and trying to develop your own sense of style. So I think I'm getting into the stage of swag. I think I'm easing into it right now. I'm hitting my stride right now. You know what I mean?
And this brings a question to my mind. Like, do you feel like men get swaggier as they get older?
Not everybody. Let's be real, man. Because when I still go around, especially in my hometown, I still see cats 40 years old still dressing like they 13-year-old boys, and they clowning me for wearing a button-down shirt. So like, and they were like, yo, man, and like you already like it's a different swag for different people. Yo, why you wearing your church clothes? I go, bro, you 45 years old wearing a sweats, man. You know what I mean? You clowning me for wearing a button-down shirt. So I don't think everybody gets swaggier, to be honest with you, because I think swag is subjective. You know what I mean? What somebody's swag is might not be somebody else's swag, because there's cats walking around here with like $400 like jumpsuits, but you wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like so I personally think like what as I've gotten older, I think I dress a little bit better. I get a little more frugal because Ross is a godsend, man. Shout out to Ross, baby. Ross dress for less, boy. Don't listen. Ross dress for less, but I'd be a multi-billionaire and I'd shop at Ross. They'd be like, "What the hell is Evan doing in Ross right now? This dude's rich." Like Ross is official, yeah.
Which brings me to the official queen team. What do y'all see, or what do y'all feel is y'all's prime example of a fly Black man?
That's a good question.
It varies. I went on a date yesterday, and this guy showed up in a suit, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So it definitely. I think it just.
Did he pay?
It doesn't matter.
Did he pay?
Evan. It doesn't matter necessarily what he's wearing.
Did he pay?
Who is wearing clothing? But did he pay?
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
Come on, Evan.
This dude didn't pay, man. Stop lying.
No. He paid. Right. He paid. Go ahead. We've been on quite a few dates, and he's been paid.
Oh Lord.
It doesn't matter. I think it doesn't. But I've also went out with a guy who wasn't wearing a suit, but he was carrying him. He's wearing a nice pair of jeans or whatever. I think it really depends on the person and then how they carry it off. I've also seen dudes in like uniforms, like the UPS and the FedEx dudes in the uniforms, and they're wearing it right. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, okay.
A mailman. I'm like, oh shit.
It's true. It's true.
I like TK said, I think it's individual. Like I think for me, it's the confidence that comes with it. Like whether you're wearing, because like I'm a tomboy, so I dress in sweats and like hoodies and flannel. So if a guy's dressed like that, depending on how he carries himself, it's sexy. If a guy's in a suit, it's sexy. It depends. If a guy smells good, it's sexy. So it all sorry, I was triggered. I think it all depends. I'm single. I'm like, I look at the mailman. I'm so single. I was looking at the mailman the other day, like, damn, you look good in that uniform. Okay. But it's very individual, and I think it doesn't matter what brand you have on and what you're wearing. It's all how you carry yourself and your demeanor and your confidence. I think that's the sexiest thing about a man, how he carries himself.
Right. I feel like
I just thought random, like, I don't know if anyone watches Vanderpump Rules, but like Tom Schwartz, he came in with a moo line, so like for men. So I feel like depending on how they wear that, it just all depends on.
Yeah, no, that's not
no moo. Okay,
that's not gonna do it. That's not
okay. I don't discriminate. Wear what you want. You can wear a moo with me. It's fine.
My prime example of a fly ass black man is I do love a black man in a suit. If you can wear a nice tailored suit, let me tell you, the pennies might drop on the spot. I just don't know.
Fellas, pull up in your suits.
If you wear a suit and you smell good,
oh my god, men who smell good is just so when a man walks by and you can still smell that man, that is the sexiest thing on the planet to me.
Say a suit smell good, chivalry, and your bag. Like if you are good, and it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with, oh, I want to be a gold digger. But no, I want a man that's also on my level. So if you can't at least take care of yourself and what you got going on, then you're not financially stable, and I want that. So I feel
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be with a man that has his stuff together. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. So I feel like that's a fly ass black man to me. Let me give you an example. And I don't really know him. I know his characters. I've only met him once, but it wasn't like it was a pass by. And and I don't have a problem with height. Lorenz Tate.
Oh my Lord.
Oh,
that's a man. Let me tell you something. That's a man right there.
Fly man, fly ass.
And Lorenz, listen, like you, I don't have a problem with height either now, but Lorenz is one of those guys where, because he is shorter, and I know a lot of women are like, oh, he has to be 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
But Lorenz is one of those guys where you don't even look at any of that.
No,
that's just a beautiful man.
He got big energy.
He has that type of energy where you don't even care about his height.
Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe around?
I do feel safe. Let me tell you something. Short guys be putting in that work. Feel safe. Short men be putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like short men know that they short, so they know they gotta like
overcompensate.
Yeah, and they put in that work. Like me in my past, I love tall men because I'm a fluffier, rounder girl, and I feel like tall men make me feel petite. That's the only time I'm ever feel petite in my life is with a tall man. But I've also dated guys who are not as tall. And now as I'm getting older, I'm like, you know what? And it depends on how they carry themselves. I'm like, damn, like, I feel like Lorenz Tate, the baby, has kind of made it really sexy for short guys.
Yeah, the baby put all the short dudes on, man. Come on, man. Because I don't listen. Even my wife's like, man, the baby. I like the baby. I'm like,
to your wife.
What's not to like, man? He's adorable. I would never say that to him. I don't want to get shot, but he's adorable, man.
But dead ass.
Listen, cut that part out. Listen, I don't want the baby coming in. Cut that part out. Please, the baby. I'm sorry.
He has that energy where that's why I think it depends on the man. Like certain Black men it depends on who you are. It's your swag where you have this type of energy where women don't look at your height, your weight, or anything, and they're just like, yo, you are just a beautiful Black man.
And that's the baby for sure, man. The baby's that dude, man.
I'm gonna tell you who else that I feel like just has that swag, and he's not cute at all, and it doesn't even have to do with anything about his money either. It has to do with his intelligence. Is Jay-Z.
I think Jay-Z is attractive, but that's just me.
He is very unattractive, Kiki. Are you crazy?
Well, I like men with Black features, so I have a crush on Jonathan Majors.
He got him.
Have you seen Jonathan Majors? I love. I think Jonathan Majors is so sexy. I love men with the wide nose.
You mean them soup coolers that Jay-Z got them soup coolers, boy?
I love it. And if you look at Jay-Z, like if you look at Hov in his 20s, I was just watching a video. I was like, damn,
he does got
cute. And he has
Hov got swag though. Hov got swag though.
Where physically, yes, he's not like Chris Evans, where I'm like, oh my God, like the finest man on the planet. But physically, he's not ugly because I've seen ugly, and he has a swag about him. And you're like, damn,
Hov got swag, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay, Hov.
And they always say that he's super charming and chivalrous. So
yeah.
I like chivalry.
He's really nice.
So far.
But Jonathan Majors and Jay-Z are very beautiful black men, and I love black men with big black features.
You like black
Jonathan Majors is fine. I don't care what Noah says. Jonathan Major is fine.
Agree to disagree.
He's a brilliant acting black man.
You guys are that's fine. More for me.
I never heard TK so quiet in my life. TK, that's the quietest I've heard TK in my life. That girl question like,
more for me, you little haters.
One more.
Oh, I just looked him up.
No, yeah. I have one that I'm trying to make my future husband, and that's Aldous Hodge.
Bye, Monique. We have to fight. Like you keep trying to take my boyfriends, and I just don't like any of this. But see, Aldous is physically a beautiful black man.
Well, I've met Aldous on a couple occasions, and when I say that man,
he's fine.
Is on a one of them beautiful swag in person levels. Like we were taking a picture. I said, there's a group of girls. Can we take a picture? And he was like, yeah. So we were taking a picture this way. He was like, nah. He was like, here. He took my phone. He was like, we got to find our light. I was like, stop.
Baby, you can find this light, Aldous. Aldous can find all of this light.
That's a man.
Lord have mercy.
That part.
He can find all this light.
All day, every day. Can we?
Let me tell you something. That's a beautiful black man.
Evan's like, what did I stop? Like, what am I doing here again?
Because Evan's a beautiful black man as well.
My bad, Evan. We got all off on the wrong subject.
No, that's y'all. You allowed to. It's y'all show. It's y'all show. Y'all do what y'all gotta do.
Let me tell you, Evan, you can tell we're single up over here. Okay.
No, listen, there's nothing wrong with appreciating no attractive black man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that. Which brings me to my next question. What do y'all think makes black men so different from other ethnicity men?
Yeah, with all due respect to everybody else, man, and there's no knock on anybody else. Like our culture, man, is the most stolen culture of all cultures. Mm-hmm. And I can go from music to dancing to you just whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's why there's always people that try to act like us, walk like us, talk like us, dress like us, yada 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 yada. Put their spin on it. With all due respect to Elvis Presley, he stole everything from all my people, but he just put his little thing on. Everyone's like, he's dope. I go, that's all that stuff is black people stuff. So like what happens is with that culture that's ingrained in us and that spirit that's ingrained in us as that right there, when a brother recognizes where he comes from, when he recognizes all that culture that he's been bestowed upon him from his ancestors, when he recognizes that right there is what separates him from other cultures. That recognition of how special it is, man. Like, for goodness sakes, man, when I go down my Korean pop rabbit hole, I'm like, yo, they have taken hip hop and rap and pop from black culture and made $1 billion industry in Korea. Mm-hmm. Like off of all of our swag, man, off of all of our culture. When a black man or any black person recognizes that's what separates us from everybody else. Realizing the influence and taking it as a positive, not a negative. Taking it as a they like our stuff so much they'll steal it from us. And I used to look at that as a knock, but I'm like, yo, that's us. We know that's our stuff. So I think that's what separates us from everybody else, man. Once we recognize how special we are, and without us and without our influence, the world will look very, very, very different. Mm-hmm. Very different.
Retweet everything you said. I agree. Everything you just said, retweet. Just the black men are just, man, like, you guys know I've dated outside my race. So I've dated damn near almost everybody, but it's just something about black men, like, I don't know if it's because we share the same struggles, we identify with each other.
Oh, that's on the table. That's definitely,
you know what I'm saying? Like, black men are just so beautiful, yo. Like, it's the swag, And Black people, we vary. We talk different, we walk different, we look different.
Agreed.
Our skin colors are different, but Black people as a culture, it's like I find it funny because I'll be on Twitter and I'll see someone Black say something and I'm like, damn, do we all grow up the same? Though we're all different.
Crazy.
So it's just really something unique about our culture and Black men. I love Black men, man. Like that's why I was like, I love Jonathan Majors. Y'all can hate on that all you want, but
I'm hating.
Fine. No, but I just think there's something beautiful, and I think it's because of the culture that we share. It's unique, and like Evan said, like you said, like people love us so much that they steal from us. They don't credit us, but they steal from us.
No.
And that's what makes us so damn unique and poppin', honestly, truly.
Real talk.
Right. I definitely feel like Black men, they just have something. I always say this, and this is something that
Monique.
that I was supposed to say last episode, but I didn't. But let me tell you, I gotta clear my throat. I mean, can you even see it?
I already know. I feel like I know what you're about to say.
Oh Lord.
who are you over here fighting for? Because Black men are beautiful. Our culture across the globe, like our culture across the globe, period, is just beautiful. Like enamored, and people will be like, "Oh, that's called queer or whatever." I don't put it in a box. I look at all Black people and like, y'all are beautiful, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, like even just when it comes to the gay community and how much they instill just this woman, this sassy, confident woman inside of me.
Yeah.
Like across the globe, we are dope. No matter what, we are beautiful. We come in so many shades. We have so many hairstyles. We have like the way we do things is so artistic. Our artistic abilities is like, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. And if anybody who's not Black is going to get on here, it's probably gonna be controversial. But with Black people, it's like the mirror of God, because God was artistic. That's all we do, from dance to colors to how we do our clothes. We're just very artistic people, and that's what God was, like artistic. Look at the world. We travel to see different locations because of beauty and of other things. Like our aesthetic is just shit. They're so, like Beyonce said, there's so much damn swag. It's crazy.
Yeah, we'll talk on that though. Especially what you're saying. There ain't nothing swaggier than you see like a gay Black man. You talk about swag though.
Right.
Man, you'll be like, yo.
Right. Like, yeah, that's a fact. Like all Black people, man, that's why I said we all look different, we all walk and talk different, and we all come from different parts of the world. But as a culture, Black people, no matter where we're from and how we sound, we're just a beautiful culture, yo. Like
you preaching, y'all preaching today.
Everybody wants to be us, and it's a proven fact.
I agree.
Like Evan said, like the world, pop culture, everything would look different if it had nothing to do with us. People hate us.
It'd be bland,
but we're a beautiful culture.
It'd be bland like they food.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Spice in there.
Oh my God.
We ain't heard you been quiet up over there.
Man, like I feel like it's something about it's a combination of it. And this is why I love Evan so much. And people that embody the same type of qualities. There's that confidence, but also humble. Because sometimes you meet people where it's just like they're just super confident, but it's just like you too much. Like, okay, like I know you popping, but you don't need to like. There's just that blend, and I feel like Black men and just people in general, if they can get that combination together, there's just nothing more sexy. So that's why I'm saying that it could be a guy in a uniform and he's just doing a 9 to 5, but he's like, yo, I do my 9 to 5, I take my money, I go travel. That's hot. Or you an entrepreneur, you're doing your stuff and you confident and you know what your insecurities are, but you're embracing them. Like if you can combine all of that, like that to me is like on point, that swagger, because you're walking in, one, your God-given talent, and two, like, like, look, this is who I am. Like, period. Yeah. And so that to me, the men who get those qualities, there's just nothing sexier.
And that's why and this is what I was going to say last episode, but that's why I feel like, because I was talking about it with a friend at dinner and she was like, this is a different perspective. I'm tired of people telling me, because I'm like, I want to be with a black man. Because just swag is there. And I'm tired of people being like, well, maybe get outside of your race. Do you tell white people that? Do y'all tell Asian people that? Do y'all tell Indian people that? Do y'all tell anybody else that?
No. But you know why?
No.
But you know why they do that though? Because like in other races and other communities, like our community, black women, we are the least to get married and we are the least to date. They tell us that to be a little bit more open, because black men have no problem being open. Other men have no problems being open. You don't have to tell white people that, because white people will date whoever they want. And so will black men. So I think with black women, they tell us that because it's like, it's okay to open the door. And I know we love black men, but majority says, what's that game show? Majority says
it is.
That's why they don't tell the races that, because our community, it's a little different. And we talked about in the other episode where
you already know.
We have a lot of internal fights.
I do get
it's that. Funny you say that. That's true. That's the realest thing I've ever heard when it comes to that though, Kiki, because that's the problem. That's the issue that I face. Like when me dating different races and my wife being Filipino and my wife being half white. The thing about it is, if you want to talk, the blackest Asian of all time is Filipino. A lot of people don't know that though. Not the blackest Asian ever. There ain't as poor as my family was. Nobody's poorer than my wife's family in the Philippines. Nobody. So me, the reason why me and my wife's dynamics I've known Heidi for 20 years. So she was always the person I was going to marry. So the people like, why we're not with a black chick? I go, listen, y'all, don't nobody know the struggle like my wife. I married a person that knew the struggle. That's what it was about. It just so happened that she doesn't look like me. She knows the struggle more than anybody that I know, truly. So everybody, when I was growing up, why didn't you date a black person? Why didn't you date a black person? Black men always do this, and black men always listen. I don't know what black men do, man. And listen, my dad's from the deep south of Mobile, Alabama, where he had a segregated prom. Like that dude is as black as it gets. You see what I'm saying? Like so my dad was like, listen, you need to marry someone that knows the struggle. And knows the struggle. Like I was like, so it so happened to be somebody that wasn't black. And I'm like, so my whole life has been that me being like, well, I know she's not black, but I'm still black, man. I promise. I still like black people. I swear. You know what I mean? So it's always this thing we're growing and being one of the brothers that date outside their race and marry somebody outside their race. That's something that I'm always gonna have to deal with. You know what I mean? Especially for being a brother. You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, I totally get that. And it's not against anybody. Like, I feel like love.
I know that.
Love. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like.
Yeah.
But I do personally get tired because I'm like, my preference is black. Like I am determined to marry a black man and that be my soulmate. We ain't got to have the trials and tribulations like everybody feel. But to be like, oh, you should open up. Like you're never telling anybody else that. I agree. Or like, yes, you can open up because our community has differences, but at the same time, like, why not say, you know what, maybe you can find it in this area and find the shift. If you know that person is saying, you know what, I want to be with a black man. It should be like everybody else. If a white woman says, I want to be with a white man, they gonna try to fix that and find it like, oh yeah, you can. Maybe try here, maybe go over here, maybe do this, maybe do that. They're not gonna be like, well, date outside and find you a black man.
Well, again, because they don't have an issue with finding a white man. That's why I think
that's true. They
tell us that because like white women will never have an issue with dating anyone. Like all races of white women. So when it comes to us, they tell us to be more open because not a lot of people fuck with us. And there are black men who fuck with us, and there's a lot of men who fuck with us, but they tell black women specifically, and because it says black women and Asian men, our numbers are high because we're the least to be desirable to society.
Right.
However you put it.
Right.
White women don't have that issue. They can date whoever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? So they tell us, and I think if you want your preference to be black, it should be that, but they will tell us, girl, it's getting low. It's getting a little older. You might want to open up that door because as we get a little older, we're noticing that it's hard for black women. You know what I'm
saying? Yes.
Out here right now, I'm the youngest on the panel, so thank you, everybody.
It's time goes on. And I even said that, listen, like, I love black men and I have dated outside my race, and that's because I like guys who like
me.
And
I really think
but
going to end up with
I've done it, but I prefer black men, and I've done it. So I do tell my friends, yo, you know, we living in LA, you know, we might want to like open the door.
Kiki, you got a different perspective, Kiki, because you with all due respect to a lot of the sisters out there that don't date outside the race, they don't have that perspective. You've dated. Yeah. So like you as a sister, you can't be out there saying like this is how I go, but you if you don't know, like you don't know, you know what I mean? Like Kiki, you have the perspective like, yo, I've dated different races.
I stopped telling women that now because I know I'm from New York and I grew up in Boston, so my perspective is totally different. So and I understand there are people who never even thought about that, and they have every right to prefer what they prefer, black women.
Absolutely.
Right. So I stopped even telling my girlfriends that. I'm like, you know what, love who you love it. It's all cool. I've done it, but I prefer black men. I've dated every race, but I love black men. So I definitely stopped telling black women to open up and
that's true. And
but I know why people have said it to us in the past.
Right.
Got us all off track, but to get back to our black flyness and our black fly men, what is being like having swag? Is it more of an image, or do y'all think it's a lifestyle?
Let me see. My perspective different. I think it's all about how much money you got in your pocket, man. To be honest with you, man, because I got to pay bills out here, man. Especially you live in LA, man. All this swag is fine as long as you got a roof over and you can eat food, man. Because I'm telling you, what I've learned growing up is there's ways to dress nicely from different places if you spend properly. And there's nothing wrong with swag, because I know a whole lot of swaggy people out there that really got a pot to piss. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Because they worry about appearances and how they look as opposed to what's at the crib. Yeah. So when it comes to that, man, I really think it's a matter of what you got in your pocket and as long as all the bills are paid, because especially y'all know living in LA, boy, I'm telling you right now, that rent ain't doing nothing. Listen, pandemic hitting, the rent still ain't dropping. Like, so it's like let me. So that's the first thing my parents always taught me, yo, man. You listen, you bread, water, roof. Then you worry about the other things, man. And that's what I've tried to learn to do. When we got a little bit of money here, we got a little bit of tiny money, extra money. Okay, let's go out and get a couple things, man. Let's go shopping a little bit. Let's get a couple clothes. Let's go to that discount. Let's go to that outlet. There ain't no shame in my game. I tell people this all the time. There ain't no difference going to an outlet as going to somewhere with the regular price, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Groupon. Ain't nothing wrong with Groupon, man. I don't know what the hell everybody who told us to just get what you need to get when you can, but do not worry about your swag so much that you can't even eat food for 2 weeks, man. I know a whole lot of people like that, man.
So you feel like swag is a lifestyle?
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Okay, I think the same way. I've been in fashion for over 10 years, and I feel like swag is definitely a lifestyle because I'm motherfucking swaggy. I'm black swaggy. Hey. I literally, and I have no problem with doing this because I am a frugalista at heart, but you will never probably catch me off when I'm going out. If you catch me at Target, that's different. But because I'm confident in myself, I don't care. But if you catch me out, I'm always going to look good. I mean, even TK know this. I just bought a pair of a limited edition Saint Laurent pumps.
Oh, Lord.
For $65. But you know what I'm saying? These are $400 shoes on just Tracy, which means they're still consignment shop, which means these are probably like $600 to $700 shoes.
Yep.
So I agree. I definitely believe it's a lifestyle. To me, it's a lifestyle. For some people, it can be an image, like when you start getting into labels or when they have that whole Birkin thing.
Doing the most, though. Doing the most.
Yeah, I feel like it can get a little, but I don't feel like that's swag. To me, I just feel like you're trying to overcompensate for other insecurities that you have.
Agreed.
Or if you just like luxury, then that's fine too. But then my note is, if you black and you doing Hermes and stuff, you need to do black luxury at this point, because if you know better, you do better. Anyway, moving on. I do feel like it's more of a lifestyle for me. Like when you just know, you know, like and I think it's swag too, even if a guy is like, hey, I may not have the most right now, but I could take care of myself and just know that I'm doing everything that I can to keep going. Right. So if you see me in this way, then that's fine. But I feel like that's swag. If you're chivalrous, if you have other things that, you know, like you that don't use money, there's still swag there. So I do believe it's a lifestyle. Yeah. Which I think. Agreed. Kiki, TK.
I think it's a lifestyle too. I think.
Yeah, I think it. No matter what you wear, it's the confidence. Like it's one of those things where, like yesterday, I had like to do some stuff for the business, and I just decided to do. I remember that there's this like African dress that I decided to wear as a jacket and put some jeans to it, and it was just like, I don't know, for some reason that particular day I felt like I was floating on water, like shit's going good right now. And because I felt like that, I got so much like positive energy back from different folks. And it was not even just Black people, it was like a lot of different people. I was everybody, like, okay, like, so I think, you know, it really just has to do with how you're feeling inside. Like if you're not feeling great on the inside, then fix that inside. So then like no matter what you wear, you know, provided like, you know, if it has holes in your shoes, like fix that part. But like no matter what you wear, like, you know, it's gonna be amazing. And I agree. You know, you don't have to do the name brand, you don't have to do the labels, but you do the labels, you pop in. If you don't do the labels, you pop in. Like it doesn't really matter about the stuff. It's what the person is inside, and then they make whatever they're wearing pop. So like I feel like that's definitely key. And then everybody has their different styles, and that's what makes, you know, individuals just so amazing, like amazing people.
Agreed. Retweet everything you guys said.
Kiki.
Retweet everything you guys said, but literally, like, it's a lifestyle. It's how you make it. You can have on labels and still not be swaggy. You can have on the most expensive clothes and still not be swaggy. You can. I'm a thrifter. I love thrift stores. Like I thrift. That's my thing. So I think
so many things you can find though, Kiki. You can find so much.
It depends on how you carry yourself, and like TK said, it's the confidence, because people can pick up on that confidence and that high esteem. People pick up on that. So I think swag is just something that's in the individual. We all have it. It's different. It may not look a certain way to someone else, but to me, I like it and it feels good.
Right.
Definitely. And I really think that that's a good note to wrap up on. So that we all know across the board that we feel like it's a lifestyle, and you know, hopefully everybody sees that or starts to feel that way, as far, especially when it comes to our people. We're just beautiful people, period.
We are.
Okay. But this wraps up our episode. Thank you, Queens, for listening, and thank you for joining us, Evan, because you did that at the last minute. You saved me.
Love you, Evan.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it. We appreciate having you on. Let them know everywhere where they can find you. Spill it.
Oh yeah, man. Evan T Mack on Instagram, man, Twitter, man. Yeah, man. Just hit your boy up, man. Holla at your boy, man. I'm always here, man. Positive vibes only, man. And yo, the baby, if you hear this, man, I'm sorry, man. Listen, man. I didn't mean to say you was adorable, man. You know what I mean? But he's cute. But he's still hood. I won't put that out there. The baby, I love you, man. Love, peace, chicken grease, baby.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I don't want that baby smoke.
Listen, I don't want that baby smoke
because you have a southern country, like
that's probably my dad, man. That's my dad's. That's that Mobile, Alabama.
Got it. TK, Kiki, let them know where they can find you, ladies.
Yeah.
Evan, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us. Good luck in Walmart, honey, because let me tell you, on a Saturday,
I gotta go.
It's an anxiety attack. But you guys can find on all social media at Kiki Boom.
And because Evan's not doing it, make sure you check out Evan on WWE The Bump. Yes. He has a Speak Ease, I think it is, and he has like a couple other shows. So definitely go and check out. He has a bunch of shows, so go and support that. I feel like if he ain't doing it, let me do it for him.
Humble right now,
and you can follow me on everything at TK Trinidad. And if you want yourself some cocoa butter, and you want some candles, you want
Center In.
Yeah, go into centerin.co. You can get all that good stuff as well.
Word.
And I'm Monica Lovelace, and you can find me on IG at It's Monica Lovelace. I'm super excited because at this point, because we do pre-record, but our website is up, so you can visit blackqueensuncut.com. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you, Queens, for listening. Catch us every Wednesday. Make sure you catch the last episode, which was last Wednesday, and then catch this episode. You can go on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor, or Google, and we have so many other places you can go to. If you just hit us up on Anchor, you'll find us. Also, make sure you follow all of our social media platforms at Queens Uncut and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Black Queens Uncut. And we love our Queendom family, so make sure you rate, subscribe, write us a review, and donate. Thank you, Queens. Thank you, Evan, and bye.
Bye.
Ciao.